Happy Frenzy Day, everybody! Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are new around here, please do me a favor and bang on that subscribe button. And do like my video if you find something useful. Today, let's get right into it. Two topics of interest. Unos, I want to talk about level 1 and why I feel I'm deficient in level 1 and what I'm going to do to fix it. I'm going to give 8 tips on how I'm going to fix my deficiencies and why I feel I'm deficient in that level to begin with. I'll tell you that, and hopefully that will help you as well if you can relate. And number 2, God love those last minute cancelers that book your class and then 24 hours out or thereabouts, a little after, they cancel the class with you. And before, quite honestly, I could care less because it was getting filled with a short-term booking. I was actually half liking them, but now those short-term bookings are few and far between with there being so many teachers. So I'm doing something about it, and I'll tell you what I'm doing about it, and maybe it can help you also. Let's get right into this one, number 1, the topic number 1, which is level 1. The reason why I feel I'm deficient is one main reason. I feel that they're leaving through the back door more so than any other level. So what I mean by that is I just don't feel I'm retaining my level 1s as well as I'm doing with all the other levels. So I don't even have to go through my teaching. I can just look at that and say, okay, there's something not right. What am I doing wrong? It's not the kids, it's me. So what can I do to fix it? I've got 8 quick tips to pass your way. Very, very quick. Number 1. Letter sounds. I don't feel I'm doing a good enough job with the letter sounds. I will link Justin's video here down below in the description there. That is such a great video for letter sounds. I now take all of the letter sounds with me to class. There's animations with each of them, and it's just golden. And I'm going to use that for every level 1 class, maybe other levels for that matter. But that is golden. Do a better job with letter sounds. Number 2, and along the same line as that is animation. Being animated, being more animated in what you do. TPR, really encouraging the kid to do it. The TPR that we often miss is the R, the response, so that they are doing it as well. I don't feel I'm doing a good enough job encouraging that, and I think that's hurting me also. Number 3, good old puppets and props. So I just don't feel like I'm using props, no problem there, but I'm not using puppets. I like Justin's comment as well in another video where he mentions where he'll get puppets to talk to each other, have their own little dialogue. Like, I just don't feel I'm doing a good enough job with that. I need to do better. Use this a little bit more, be a little bit more on the silly side, and I think that will help also. Number 4, and I've gotten a comment back from this parent before, talking too fast to a level 1. So just really slowing down your speech, really counting out the words when you say it, because that will force you to slow down. I'm doing a lot better, but I think I can improve on that even more. So really slowing down your speech for those level 1s. Number 5, incidental language or just big words in general. Keep that out of there. Keep it as simple as possible. Really bring down that incidental language to next to 0, especially with a very, very basic student that's not advanced. Just really ratchet that down as much as possible. Number 6, whiteboards. So I feel very strongly that you should use a whiteboard with every class, especially with your level 1s. So literally, especially with the letter sounds, that you can put that up there and spell the words. And again, you're not going to use what's on these whiteboards, but use your whiteboard. I feel I can do a better job with that, just making sure I use it all the time. Maybe do some drawings to make it a little bit funny too, but that's important also with the whiteboard. Number 7, just being silly, wearing big glasses, just doing stuff that's silly. And maybe that's just not my personality as much, but I need to just check that at the door and just be a little bit more silly, be a little more spontaneous that way, put on some crazy hats, whatever, get some laughs that way. I think that's important too, just with those level 1s, to make them laugh a little bit more, that balance of entertainment / education, and really putting a little more emphasis on both of them, but especially on the entertainment also. And the last one, their toys and background. So I think this is important too, that you try and get them to start using their toys and really use that as part of your lesson. So whatever they've got around them, if you can see something or you can ask if they have something and something they will understand, just getting them to use their toys I think is also very important. And so with all those 8 tips, I think that's going to help me. Hopefully it'll help you. I used to hate those darn songs in the level 1s. I used to dread the classes just for those songs, and now they're my favorite. I feel gypped if I get a level 1 student. I got to do one of those assessments and the song's not there. I love the songs. It's a great way, and I find it's a great minute just to have fun with the kid and dance a little bit. And anyways, be silly in that too. So I do love my level 1s now. I do miss them, and that's another reason why I'm trying to improve also. Okay, now the last thing I'll go into is just tips for those parents that cancel last minute. And as I mentioned at the intro, I didn't care about that as much before because I felt those slots were getting booked in that short-term notice even if they did cancel. But now that's not happening as much because there's just a lot more teachers and it's tougher to get that filled. So here's what I'm doing to solve this one, or at least trying to solve this a little bit. What I'm doing now, and what I suggest also, is that you take a screenshot of your calendar. For me, I'm going to do it every morning. So I'm taking a screenshot right there in the morning, and I know parents need to cancel. I'm not looking at just parents that cancel once or twice every so often, every couple of months. I don't care. That's fine. Life happens. What I'm looking for are the ones that continually do it week after week, and my slots are not getting filled because of it. So the repeat offenders. So 3 strikes, you're out in my case. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a screenshot every morning, and that way I have proof to say this is what my calendar looked like. This one canceled again, and if I keep seeing someone do it within a short period of time, I've got screenshots to back that up. So literally, you take a screenshot that morning, then the next morning you can probably get rid of your old one maybe and bring up your new one, and that way you've got proof. If someone keeps canceling, you've got it. You see who canceled, and you've got proof, and you can go to VIP Kid and say, hey, listen, I've got this parent 3 times maybe that have canceled this month within, let's say 48 hours or whatever. Then you've got proof to say, listen, they should do something, whether that's block the student from your schedule or whatever. But that's just holding them to task. And again, I'm not looking to call out the parents that cancel every so often. That's not what I'm looking to do. But if someone keeps doing it, then, and that's not getting booked, then I'm going to take measures to fix it. So anyways, hopefully that'll help. That's what I'm doing now. Do like my video. If you do like it, come around here. I do videos, scour the internet, look for some tips, bring it back here, source it to whoever needs to get credit, and all the best in your teaching and frenzy tonight. Bye, everybody.